Instead of bringing a side, bring some gloves to grandma's house this Thanksgiving. Help her to clean that house that everybody's going to go in and trash. I was talking to my mother, and my mother's mom was one of those child brides. She was essayed by a man, an old ass man, and forced to marry him and bear him 15 children. And my mom said, I don't know why we never thought about cleaning up our house. We never thought about bringing food. And every holiday, my grandmother, who definitely was on a fixed income living in a 1-bedroom wooden house, it would be at least, if you think about 15 kids, their spouses and grandkids, I can't even, I was a child, I was 8 when she passed away, but I just remember there would be so many people there. There would be nowhere to sit. People would all be outside. It would just look like somebody had a Sunday service and all those people were out there, and she was expected to cook and feed and clean and take care of the babies and change the diapers and find places for them to change their babies' clothes and pick up food out of the floor. This Thanksgiving, don't just go there just to eat and to fellowship for a free meal and to show off clothes and show off your kids. Take some cleaning supplies with you. I know a lot of people had never thought about that, but I recently did that with it's like a relative, and I've been adopted into the family, and I went to a elderly woman's house who is the one that's expected to cook the meals for everybody. And on that holiday, I just thought, what? I'm going to take some Fabuloso, I'm going to take some gloves, and I'm going to take some cleaning supplies. And at the end of this holiday celebration, I'm just going to go through and just clean up the whole house. And when I started doing it, other people joined in. Of course, it was women. None of the men joined in. But a lot of the women were like, what? This is a good idea. We can clean Auntie's house. And we just went through and just cleaned it from top to bottom. And I'll tell you what, she was in tears by the time we finished. Of course, she was like, "Oh no, y'all stop. I don't need y'all to do it. I don't need y'all to do it." But we were doing it, and she was sitting there. Her feet were swollen, and she was tired. And it was just the idea that after we all left, that she was going to have to figure out how to clean up that whole house. And children had dropped food places, and somebody had brought their dog. And so think about taking some gloves and cleaning. It's also time for the changing of the guards. It is time for the changing of the guard. Somebody 70, 80, and even great grandmothers that are 90 years old have no business cooking basically whole event meals. That's not their job. It's not their responsibility. And it was fun and fine. And they were able to do it, probably cognitively, physically. They were able to do that back in their 40s and 50s. But guess what? We're in our 40s and 50s. And now it's time for us to do Thanksgiving at our house. And my mom said that. She talked about, with her mom being a child bride, that she wished that she had thought of having the event at our house. We had a huge house. We had the money to afford the food. But instead, we're all sitting up over at our grandmother's house, eating up her food, dirtying up her house. And just no peace. I can just imagine what that must be like, because you have to think about it. When people come to your house, like I'm having one guest for Thanksgiving and cooking for my guy and one guest. Oh, I'm cleaning this house from top to bottom. I'm making sure that I have things that the guest likes to eat and cleaning up the whole house. Think about a grandmother, an elderly person running through the house trying to do that to prepare. And you know what? A lot of people are like, oh, Big Mama, she love to feed everybody. It's not that. That is how she pays you to come and see her. It is the expectation, and it is the only time that, for many women, it is the only time that their children will come to see them. And they can't just say, I'm just going to go see my mom. A lot of people, I'm going to go there and eat. So they associate the food with love, I guess. You can just go to your mom's house. Y'all could just all show up, one weekend in the middle of February just to go see her. How about this? An even better idea. Why don't you get her a plane ticket or go pick her up and take her to your house and have everybody to come to your house so that she can just come see everybody. And if she gets tired, she can go into a room and sit down and have her own time and not have to be a servant. So yes, this Thanksgiving, time is up on that. This Thanksgiving, this holiday season. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. This Thanksgiving, you're going to show up with your gloves and cleaning supplies, and you're going to tell everybody, you know what? Yeah, we can bring a side dish, but we're going to clean. She's going to sit down after we eat, and then we're going to clean up that whole house. We're going to cut things up and put them in the refrigerator so that she can eat them later. Fix people's plates and get them out of there and clean that whole house up so that her house will be cleaner after you all left than before you came. So that's what I would say. This Thanksgiving, wash Big Mama's dishes after the dinner.